In the Gospel for the 14th Sunday in Ordinary Time, Jesus calls us to come to him, and then he tells us that he is meek and humble of heart. But just what does that mean, meek and humble of heart? How can I understand this? I was thinking about this when an image came to me of something that happened recently. I was waiting in a long supermarket queue a couple of weeks ago. It was a hot, sunny day and people were standing patiently in line 2 meters apart, except for one man and his daughter, his young daughter. This man was a big man, and to keep his daughter occupied, he was letting her run at him and jump at him and on him, and she squealed with delight. This went on for some time, and I realized the little girl had her father doing exactly what she wanted him to do. She had taken control of her dad, and he was quite happy about it. I'm sure this man would have done anything for his little girl, but I'm also sure that he would be fierce when it came to protecting his daughter. But for her, he is meek. He is also humble of heart. No father or mother think they are too lofty, too important to care for their children. From changing nappies to drying tears, good parents cannot be arrogant. Their love for their children won't let them be anything other than humble of heart. And Jesus said, "Come to me, I am meek and humble of heart." He loves us like a good parent loves their child, only more so, infinitely more so. There are many times that we may feel overwhelmed by the world, our responsibilities, even our efforts to grow in the most important relationships of our lives, in a marriage or our relationship with family and friends, and for we who have faith, our relationship with God also. Many of us will say, "But how can I provide all of my family needs?" Jesus answers, "I am all they need. Everything else will fall into place." And we are called to give him our relationships. Relationships take a lot of hard work. Marriage takes a lot of hard work, as husbands and wives continually sacrifice their own wants, even their own points of view, for the sake of those whom they love so much. Relationships with people outside our family take work. It takes humility to allow other people to be themselves and not to be what we think they should be. And our relationship to God takes the greatest amount of work in our lives. Every day is another chance to let him enter deeper into our lives. But this means denying ourselves. It means setting more and more time for him. Sometimes we have to come before Jesus and say, "I can't seem to get along with anyone, beginning with me and including you." And Jesus says, "I've got you. I'll teach you how to love. Just let me hold you and care for you. I want to help you. Come to me. I am meek and humble of heart." We watch the news, we read newspapers, and witness all we hold dear being mocked and pulled apart. We read about the turmoil that is taking place in the world, whether it be through the current pandemic or terrorism or politicians who seem to want only what is good for themselves. We worry about how our children and our teenagers are being exploited by drugs, alcohol, sex, and the social media. We witness all this and feel that sometimes the world is too much for us. "Come to me," Jesus says. "I am meek and humble of heart. I know how you feel. You may think the world is falling to pieces and you fear for your family. Entrust them to me. Entrust yourselves to me, and I will care for you. I will care for your family. I am God, but I have not distanced myself from you. I love you too much to do that. I am that big man in the supermarket queue, and you are my little child. Come to me." The Spirit of God dwells in us, the very same Spirit that raised Jesus from the dead. That gives us life. We need to put our trust in God. He is our hope not just for the future, but our hope for the present. Today, join with me in taking some time during the day to bring to mind that in all Jesus does, his actions are motivated by love, his love for us and his love for his Father, who told him to bring us to him. Come to me, all you who labour and are overburdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am meek and humble of heart. And you will find rest for yourselves, for my yoke is easy and my burden light. The one who carries us, the one who carries each one of us, is strong, stronger than our fears, stronger than our struggles, infinitely stronger, infinitely stronger.